Everybody good with their volumes?
Yes.
Sound good, Amp?
Yep.
Artie? Is that good? Okay, we're going.
Here we are, podcast, Artie Quitter podcast. We've done so many hours at this point. I don't know. I think I'm just going to stop and see who notices.
No.
I mean, I don't know what to do. We got the big tour coming up. One of our best guests, according to everybody, the great Anthony Bozza, my co-author.
Hello.
And we're here working on titles for the new book. We've been informed by our publisher the book will be out in 2028. I mean, we got to push back on this to use some political rhetoric. Push back.
They like a long warm up.
No, but again, we had to spring into action with the last book and get a new publisher by the last minute. And Stacy Creamer, God bless her, over at Touchstone. I'll say her name.
24 hours.
That's right.
Took 24 hours to get a new one.
She's the best.
Yep.
So, God, that Creamer. That's what I was doing. That's what I was doing. Her nickname was "You Made Me." You made me a Stacey. You made me a creamer.
We did once wonder what junior high and high school playgrounds were like.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, listen. What are you gonna do? Kids are cruel.
The cruelest.
We were just having a discussion with Dan. Dan still refused to admit he left school because he was being bullied.
Oh.
Dan left school when he was 15.
He did?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Well, you swim naked and you're feminine. I'm not saying you were gay. I'm saying you were flimsy.
My parents moved. I didn't want to move.
Yeah, okay. The only thing that was moving was your shit up a hill.
Oh, God.
You teed that one up.
Shit and piss.
No, Dan starts telling me, well, we had one feminine kid, and they were just brutal, and he left school. Like you? What does that mean? That's what happens. You leave school.
The kid's name rhymes with Stan.
Was it Stan?
No, it was not Stan.
A black effeminate kid?
No.
They get it the worst. The only people who are less sympathetic towards the plight of homosexuals than Italians, Guido Italians, are blacks. They do not like it.
Yes, it's true.
They do not like it, right? Well, how do you know? You didn't go to high school with any black kids. You told me that. Stan doesn't count. Stan. What? Was he a Polish black guy?
Pardon?
He was a Polish black guy?
No, he was not. No.
He wanted to rob a Exxon, but forgot which one?
I also produced musicals when I was in high school, and there were a lot of black kids in there.
Dan does this horrible thing. No, of course not. He's trying to be funny.
Oh. No, I did.
Well, I know, but there were not a lot of black kids in it. Okay,
yeah, there were.
Okay, sorry. Okay, he produced musicals. Yeah, he produced musicals. Dan,
it was to get out of class.
Okay, what? And to get into ass. You forget where you are sometimes, Dick Lick. You're not hanging out with Stan. Do you say this about Harry Shearer? I mean, how does he tolerate you? See, Harry has a more sophisticated sense of humor. He doesn't go gay. I do, though. This is my sense of humor. I'm in the gutter. You've been getting away with Harry Shearer because he went to and Bill Murray because they studied at the Champs-Élysées. I didn't. Well, they were at French comedy school. I was at the port at Newark. A kid tells you, okay, here it is. He has 5 Brussels Griffons. He gets the sweats around Rick Steves, can't stay in the room. He's taught musicals with black kids in them in high school. He left high school early at 15. He swam naked.
Yeah, that's a weird one.
What the fuck? He married a chocolatier who's now a mortician. I mean, and he talks like this, listen. I'm not a homosexual. So what? Okay, talk more about the musicals.
There are a lot of topics today that we could
talk more about the musicals. Yeah, I forgot all about this. That's Fruity McGee #1. And you're acting like it's a bad thing. I'm saying it's a good thing to embrace. I would love it if you were gay.
Yeah,
I would get another lock for my door. Because I think Dan times when he knows when sometimes he purposely makes me run out of he controls the laundry, and I found out why. He purposely makes me run out of towel, like hand towels, and he knows I'm gonna run out of them, and I gotta run out of the shower, soaped up, naked, to get them, and he keeps them in this closet. I'm getting this right. He keeps it in the only closet that's not stuffed up with your sexuality. He keeps her in the only class with the towels going, what are you doing here, Dan Sexuality? When are you going to get out of here? I'm trying. Isn't your father sick yet? No, of course we're kidding. No, but, and he tells him the Cubs won. Okay, so then he times it, because how many times does this happen where you open the door and go, whoa, I'm naked? You go, oh, sorry.
Yeah.
I have to walk all the way to the one right over
Yeah,
here.
and I get it out of here. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he also knows when I want to get water out of the fridge. And I'm naked. And then I think he leaves. And he does this thing where he lets the door slam, but he doesn't leave. And then he claims he forgot something. It's so, now I'm on to it. Now I'm on to it. And he goes, and he goes, ooh. I go, Dan, I'm naked. He goes, sorry.
Damn.
And you're always looking right at my nuts.
Oh, God.
Sorry, Art. I guess, wait a minute. I'm sorry, but I'm not, if you know what I mean.
Sorry, not sorry.
Hi, I'm not so sorry, Falato. So that was this week. It happened again. And then you talk about the musicals. I forgot about this.
Yeah, what kind, like Guys and Dolls?
You've just brought it the
Guys
fuck.
like Guys and Dolls.
Yeah, he did Guys and Dolls.
Yeah.
It wasn't Guys and Guys.
It was Guys and Dolls. I know.
Guys
Now, wait a
as
minute.
Dolls.
It was Guys and Thighs.
Guys and Thighs.
Now wait a minute, Dan. It was Guys and Short Eyes. Wait a minute. So I forgot all about this. See, you want to come out. You bring this up.
Yeah.
I forgot about it. I just thought he was kidding when he said
Yeah.
musicals. He's
Yeah.
not kidding.
No, that's how I met Stan.
That's how you met Stan. It just sounds
Stan's
like
an imaginary
and like you had a relationship with Stan. You mean?
Yeah, whatever.
Well, that's what it sounds like.
Yeah.
And that's how I met Annie Hall.
Yeah.
So what? So let me. So Stan was in one of the musicals.
No, he was.
Was he the Artful Dodger?
He did the tech. He did some of the tech work. It was a entity.
Some of the tech work.
It was an entity away from
An
the high
entity.
school.
What's entity mean?
It was a separate deal. It was actually a for-profit thing, and the guy that was
What
in
is
charge
that?
of my
Nobody
high school,
cares.
It was a
What-
for-profit thing.
I don't care if
So
it
he asked
made
me, he
money
said,
or
"Hey,
not."
you're good with tech. Do you want to?
You're good with dick.
Do you want to do this?
You're good with tickle.
You get out of class on Thursdays and Fridays, like once a month." I go, "Absolutely, I'm out."
Wow, I'm out of here.
And then you continue to be out of school.
So that's the guy got you out of the locker.
Yeah. That was the teacher, JJ Stam. I showed you the picture.
JJ Stem.
He married. He got one of the girls.
Jerkin Johnson Stem.
He got one of the girls pregnant.
As a cover.
I should probably delete
As a cover, yeah. Yeah, you should probably do that. Got to me being sued.
Oh, man.
Jerkin Johnson Stem.
He just died. But he just died. So you can't sue for that.
Yeah, right.
Nope.
So now let us know when you blow him.
He got.
Listen, he thinks we're interested in this.
An Italian-
Dan,
Italian
Dan,
girl
talk
pregnant.
about the musical. What did you do?
Guys and
I
Dolls.
did the tech work.
I thought you directed it.
No, I did the tech work.
Was
So
that-
what-
and I produced it.
What you produced it? Okay,
Yeah.
so what musical?
There was Guys and Dolls.
Ah! What a fucking fag!
Applause.
Applause!
The fantastic.
Was that like calling a fat guy tiny?
And the Fantastics.
Classic.
It's never. I've never met someone gayer. Mario Cantone is like James Caan. He's Mario Cantone. Compared to you, you are just like I've never. You're trying to get away with this. What do you think you're getting away with? Your father knows. If your father's very domineering, his father, and I feel bad. That's why. But in this room, meaning the podcast, you're nothing. You're amongst friends, right, Anthony?
Yeah, absolutely.
Would you care if Dan?
Not in the least.
Right. Okay, so Dan, once again, I've said this a million times. Would you like to tell me something?
I left school early.
Right, because you were a gay person in an awful homophobic school, and I feel for you.
No.
And then you met Stan, who was,
JJ.
right, who said, "Listen,
I had a girlfriend the entire
named Stan."
high school.
Most gay guys do. in high
Of
school.
course they do. That's what they relate to.
Go shopping together.
Okay,
They were-
Mr.
yeah,
fucking Brooklyn
They
over
were
there.
second grade.
You're
Dude.
way more effeminate than I am.
I live in the middle
What are
of
you
it all.
talking- This is another thing. He thinks all my friends are more effeminate than him.
Yeah.
He thought you thought Bob Levy's more effeminate.
Oh my God.
You don't jaywalk. You run like Sarah Jessica Parker. Your favorite show is Sex and the City.
It is not Sex in the City.
You DVR the affair. You tried the divorce.
I DVR the affair. Yes, I did do that.
He watches the show The Divorce. and thinks it's necessary to go, don't try it. It's terrible.
I
Really?
watched 3 episodes.
Let me make a note of that. Don't watch Divorce.
I wanted him to have something on the plane to talk about with Judd Apatow.
Yeah, right.
Oh, there
And
you
Pete
go.
Holmes.
There you go.
Dan, do you have something to tell me? Your father's not going to know. It's like a Godfather too. Your brother's not going to know we talked. And plus, he's got a way more successful brother, which is trouble. You know, I mean, well, not in the sense of job title because you produce my show,
Right.
but he makes more money, I assume.
Oh, way more money.
Yeah, well, but you're overpaid.
Thanks.
I'm kidding. You do everything great, especially laundry. All right, we'll move on. But so the musical was Guys and Dolls and Fantastics,
The Fantastic
And applause.
and of course applause.
I don't know.
And
that one.
Applause comes later.
And a chorus line. I did 4.
Yeah. Did you
I don't
help
even-
with
I got-
the
you know what?
choreography?
One singular sensation.
I gotta stop. Look at how happy he is. Look at how happy he is.
He does look smiley.
Of course.
Did you do choreography?
Yeah.
I was Tommy. Was it Tommy Toon? What's the guy's name? Tommy.
You know exactly what
Tommy
his name
Toon?
is. You know exactly what his name is.
Fosse? No,
He
that's
pretends
all
not
that
to know
jazz.
any of this
Bob
shit. Tommy Toon, yeah, Bob Fosse.
I know who Bob Fosse is. I couldn't remember.
So do I.
Because you listen to that Tommy Two-Tone song all the time. I couldn't think of it was Tommy Toon or.
No, it's Tommy
Oh,
Toon.
right.
All right.
This is the gays conversation I've been learning to. So in other words, you probably saw another effeminate kid get locked in, get like clambered into a box or something, and you said, "Fuck this."
No.
So 2 people left school, you and the effeminate kid,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Under the tutelage of J.J. Stamp.
And then one got.
Can't you, another way of saying that was 2 effeminate kids left school.
Whatever.
It's not whatever. See, this happened to me with High Pitch Mike. And he kept telling me, like you, and I'm not going to fall for it this time. Mike kept telling me, I'm not gay. No, Mike kept telling
What was the song that he came out of?
I don't know. I know the artist, Brian McKnight.
Oh, okay.
I wasn't allowed, this is where the Stern Show got to its pinnacle. I wasn't allowed to talk anymore when High Pitch Mike came in because he was offended. So he came in one day after that rule was implemented, and I had to look down because everything he said was stupider than the next. and he had a lazy eye, like Bill Cosby. And now I know that when you're raping a man, you keep one eye on the door, and that's how he got it. So he came out on the air, and he said, "Howard, I'd like to have an announcement." Okay, and I put my head down, and he looks at me and goes, "No, Artie knows not to say anything." He goes, "I'm going to come out, and before I do, I'd like you to play something underneath me coming out." So I said, "Howard, I'm not talking to Mike. I'm talking to Fred." I asked Fred. I said, "I need that pillow, Fred. Give me the pillow." I had to put my face in the pillow. I said, "Howard, either you let me leave the room. I have to put my face in the pillow." And Howard said, "Well, better radio is you putting your face in the pillow." I said, "Okay, I'm putting my face in the pillow." Now, then I hear, because my ears aren't covered, he goes, "It's a Brian McKnight song." Okay. All you heard was me in a pillow laughing, just laughing. He's all right. You can't hear him on the air. So then Howard starts to play a Brian McKnight song. I don't know. Dan, you got one? Try to play one over there.
Sure.
No one listens. It's definitely on your speed play.
No, it's not. I have no Brian McKnight. I can look it up though.
R&B, right?
Yeah, oh God. We used to have all fake sketches names of fake sketches at Man TV on Patton Oswalt and Blaine Capatch. They were writer partners. They had names of sketches that never made it through the name when they pitched them. Artie tries to blow himself. Phil Lamar thanks the white man. Okay. One just said McNiggers.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, man.
Patton Oswalt. I wrote that one. Okay, I was looking at it. There's Brian McKnight?
Yes.
Okay, so this starts to come up. And you just hear me in the pillow laughing.
Just dying.
Howard, ever since I was a little boy.
It's beautiful
Oh my God. I can't.
So now listen. This is what Howard wanted, of course. Howard can't stop laughing at me laughing. So it backfired on him because it sounds like he's laughing at high-pitched mic coming out.
Right.
But you can stop that now because it's just, I can't, it's so good. It's so good. But Dan, so the point is, I got burned once by this. Then I look like an asshole.
It's never gonna.
I look like
it's
an
not
asshole.
Gonna happen.
So you do it off air?
It's never gonna happen.
All right.
You want me to leave the room?
I'd like to leave the room. You have a lot of chicks who are friends of yours, just friends. I don't have one.
That's yeah.
Right? And one was your girlfriend.
Right. I have a lot of friends that are women.
That's Dan. That is so gay. Who else do you know who does that? Who else do you know?
No.
What a guy. Know?
So you want me to live my life like someone else? No.
No, that's what I'm trying to tell you. You just hit it on the head. Live your life like you.
I am.
Would you like me to put the browning lights on?
Heterosexual.
All right. So the letters I'm getting from Grindr are wrong? The overusage? It'll happen one day. I guarantee I'm right about this. I guarantee I'm right about this.
Did your accountant call and say I'm using all the bandwidth?
Yeah. So this has happened before.
Updated to elite status on Grindr.
Hey, good news, guys.
Unlimited messaging.
Could you put the brightman lights on? I'm unlimited. Okay, we'll let it go.
Man.
But when I started out was Dan is so jealous of me of being funny.
Oh God.
That because he said this when I first met him. He goes, "I wanted to do what you did on Steer."
That is not true.
And we tried it, and it was a horrible mess.
That is not true.
So when I'm saying something that is funny, Dan doesn't laugh because he's trying to think of something funnier to say. And then he always crowbars something in, and it's terrible.
That is not true. I'm trying to. I'm
You're
trying
a tough
to make.
act to follow, dude.
I'm trying to make him laugh.
You do it good. Why? Why? I want you to laugh. No, you're supposed to write down what I say. That's what a genius's assistant does. You don't see fucking Igor running around with Frankenstein trying to out-fucking invent them. Hey, I like your monster, but look, my monster has a nice hat. That's not what happens, Dick Lick. Igor writes shit down. And then what happens, I forget it, you forget it, and only have your shit joke on file.
Yes, master.
Yeah, exactly. He said that's what he does, exactly, a form of that. You have to come up with your yes master.
Okay.
And I got an idea. How about this? How about that? I'm not that creative. How about this? You're right, Artie. Great one, Artie. And you get a check. I don't care how you dress, clearly. 18 Cub sweatshirt, Jesus Christ. So again, I'm trying to think of the best example of this. It'll happen tonight. No, but
Of
you,
what, like the towel thing,
No.
or-
When I say something funny, he'll try.
Oh.
When you butchered my joke with Logan.
In the promo.
Yeah, I said you told that story. He was getting so mad that my stories were killing with Logan. Yep. He goes, and then Logan, guess what happened? Comedy stopped coming. I was on a plane, and I said, Artie, there's one Cuban pilot, there's one, what do I do? And Artie said, run. No, I didn't. I said, does the parachute work? Which is way funnier. And Logan nervously laughed at your shit joke. Again, this is all just life stuff. No one's pointed this out to you. I guarantee Harry doesn't even hear what you say. You know some of the funniest people in the world, not including me.
They enjoy my company. The only one that doesn't is you.
Yeah, because with them, you're probably not dumb enough to out-funny them.
Yes.
That's the lack of respect I get. Harry's yours. Oh, Simpsons. All right. I won't try.
Harry's
Bill
never-
Murray's Bill Murray. Okay.
Harry's never reprimanded me.
Well, you know, how about how funny
Bill
Lauren?
has.
How about how funny Lauren Holly is? And
Bill
what-
has?
Bill, oh yeah. Oh.
Bill Murray, I know because I could tell. I was around him once, and he just hates people who aren't funny.
What did he say to you?
He doesn't say anything. It's like a roll the eyes.
What time you ended, Shecky? Because
Yeah,
He
I
was.
guarantee. See, that's interpretation. What he says is way funnier than what he says.
Yeah.
Shaky.
Oh,
You're like a manager who interprets your material. I should say, Peter, don't do it, Pete. Don't, because he would repeat he would tell me like a Mitch Hedberg joke, and it wasn't funny. I go, Pete, what's the problem here? You're the conduit for Hedberg's jokes.
Yeah.
I actually
Just bad delivery?
Yeah,
Or?
of course.
Yeah, obviously.
Of course. I'm around Mitch a lot, Art, and he's fine with it. He's fine when I retell his jokes because he's fucking on heroin.
Yeah.
Wait till I get on heroin. You can repeat everything. All right, Mitch. I was a Mitch Hedberg, and my favorite joke of his now is, of course, when I have a flyer, I throw it out and I tell somebody about it on the street. No. That's not the joke. The joke is when someone gives me a flyer on the street, it's like they're saying to you, no, here, you throw this out. Actually, that's it, yeah. Yeah, so why you just ruined it. Now I think Mitch Hedberg's not funny. Why would you think that? Because you're doing his fucking act. And here's the problem. My jokes aren't nearly as funny as Mitch's jokes. So when you retell mine, I sound like a retarded, like plumber's assistant. Let me do it. I good for you. Yeah. Dan's a fag.
Oh, man.
That's my favorite bit he's doing. Currently. All right. I let this linger so you could get to come to your senses. We could edit it out.
Well, you're providing a safe place, I think.
No.
Whenever Dan's ready.
It's an
I'm just
unsafe
kidding.
place. It's an unsafe place, like getting a blood transfusion in Haiti.
Oh, God.
So just try to remember, no matter what you do, I'm going to be funnier.
I know that.
Well, but you give other people respect. I'm not Bill Murray. I'm not Harry Shearer. But look, Lauren Holly was great in What Women Want. She's funnier than me too. I get it. Do you do that around her? Do you try to out-funny Lauren Holly?
That's not hard.
You know what else isn't hard around Lauren Holly? You.
Oh, my God.
You're hard around Lauren Michael. Oh. Dan, are you hard again? Somebody tell Dan he's hard again. Somebody buy Dan tighter jeans. Who's this? Is it Dan? Yeah. All right. Well, let's get to the big story. I didn't talk about this on the podcast yet, but David Tell and I, of course, saved a woman's life. And this was at his birthday at the old homestead. We go out for his birthday every year. We make plans to go out for my birthday, but then I never go. So it was me, David Tell, Russ Maneve, and Dave Juskow. It was Dave Juskow has dinner with three funny people. And they buy him dinner. Three funny people buy Dave Juskow dinner. Dave does say something funny at the end of every night. Do you want me to chip in? And then I find out I'm committed to 15 weeks of a play. So we were in the Old Homestead Steakhouse, and we're in the back of the steakhouse because Greer Barnes was also there. No. We didn't buy Greer. Late at Old Homestead, it was a Tuesday night. And we're all the way in the back of the one. You've been there, Ant?
Love that spot.
All the way in the back.
In that private room kind of thing?
Well, sort of.
Next
Yeah,
thing?
exactly. That's where we were.
The little sliding hidden door.
Yeah, not right next to that.
Yeah.
Because they were done with that area, too. It was too bad. New York has gone to shit. I used to be open late. It's 11 o'clock. The kitchen's closed. I mean, in the mid-'90s, I remember doing a line off the chef's ass.
Yeah, that's where that private room that private room is where, like, Guns N' Roses used to hole up when they were in town. And
exactly.
You can imagine what went on in there.
It used to be fun.
Yeah. And they were just showing up at 11.
Of course. Gluten running amok. I got to piss.
Snorting lines of gluten.
Yeah. I love snorting. Are we on the air?
Yes.
What was I talking about?
Saving a woman's life.
Right. Well, that's okay.
We're talking about how the old homestead used to be open
That's
late.
right. Yeah, it used to be cool.
It used to be really cool.
Yeah.
I mean,
again, I think I say this like the Sunset Strip when I first saw it. The whole meatpacking district looks like Disney built a meatpacking district ride.
Yeah.
It's just so phony. It used to be so edgy, and I mean real edgy, like trannies amok. Trannies that looked a little too good. You know, Dan? I'm sorry.
And now it's like Sex in the City vomited.
We used to call them Dannies. No, Sex and the City. Dan, what is your favorite Sex and the City episode?
No.
You know you have one. You know, man, you like that show. A lot of guys like that show, but you can't admit it. Saying you,
What?
you know,
What? How did I not admit it? I told you.
Well, you don't want to
the
admit it
girl
now.
that I was dating, we had to watch it.
Okay, this is where it goes.
Getting angry.
You don't have to say that, Dan.
okay.
You don't have to say that. You could say you don't have to make up a girl that you were dating.
Okay.
The girl I was dating, we had to watch it. Be a man. That makes you sound gay.
Yeah, okay.
When a girl, you know what a girl says when I watch a show? I go, fuck off.
That's not true.
I go, leave if you always want to.
There are shows
They always
that-
leave. But
There are shows that girls have made you watch.
Dan, believe me, every show I wanted to watch. Name one. What, Mad Men? I loved Mad Men.
No, there was something that you.
There never is a show a girl made me watch, ever. Believe me. Maybe in high school. I had to watch, I only got through 2 minutes of Luke and Laura. Yeah, you think of one yet there, Fruity? What did someone make me watch?
You mentioned it a couple months ago, and I said, "Well, then how could
Whatever.
you bust me on Sex in the City?"
No, that's not true. I never watched. I never watched a whole show because a broad wanted me to watch it. You sound gay either way. You sound more manly by going, "I like Sex in the City," so I watched it. It's gayer. It's gayer to go. A girl made me watch something. Who wears the pants? Her, because she's a guy. Doesn't that sound gay, Rant? Like that a girl makes you watch a show?
Don't even. Hey, Mr. Fruity TV over there, don't even open your mouth. Yeah, because I've heard you talk about some shows.
I love it. He always
I
gets. He
watch
always
a
gets.
lot of shows.
Whenever this happens, Dan
I watch
always
a lot
gets.
of TV.
Dan always gets madder at the person in the room. You've done this with Levy. How are you more masculine than Levy again?
I don't remember.
Now this is not exactly a compliment,
But I know I got a 20-minute beatdown on Rick Steves because Adrian Impellucci didn't read the paper that morning.
What are you talking about?
That was one of the things that when you said I get mad when I got a 20-minute beatdown on Rick Steves.
From who?
From you.
What about? What are you talking about?
When Adrian was in here the last time, and that was
Adrian Iapolucci?
right, and that was the number one pick by the fans of the podcast for the year.
Oh, the Rick Steves.
The Rick
story?
Steves
Of
story.
course it was.
It's amazing.
And I got a beat down on the Rick Steves thing because Adrian had not read the paper.
Dude,
man.
no, it's going to happen. You just brought it up. I'm going to do it now, Rick Steves.
Oh no.
I can't avoid it. Did a girl make you watch Rick Steves?
No, that I
What
did on
else
my
did a
own.
woman make you do? Have sex with them.
During Sex in the City.
Oh, it was awful. But then, so okay, fine. So you admit sex. So what was your favorite episode? I just asked you. That's all.
Oh, I would have to say the ones with
You're gonna have to be more specific.
Aiden. He's the John Corbett.
The one with the cute guy.
The one with the hunk.
They had
It
I was going through a similar relationship. That exact same thing.
a guy was throwing you up.
Whatever. Christ.
I was going through similar. There's always got to be a. Again, I'm kidding. All right, forget. Let's just move on. Because you're gonna, if you don't admit it to yourself, then it's your problem.
Right.
You can wear all the Cub stuff you want.
Yeah. Okay.
Dan, do you realize I keep doing this because you keep falling for it? I know you're not. I would know by now if you were gay, Dan. I would know by now. I don't think you're gay. You fall for it every time. Why wouldn't I keep doing this? It's amazing. For a ball breaker comedian, this is like heroin. Actually, for me, heroin is like heroin.
For an 8-ball breaking comedian.
Right. I mean, exactly. So get over it. What are you mad at now?
I'm not mad.
No, that's the other thing. I'm not mad. I'm fine. I have had anger issues. I'll walk.
You must like it because it's not like a slow news day.
No, of course not. There's a lot of shit going on. I'm sorry. We'll move on.
Oh no, it's funny.
We should move on.
Every time.
David Tell and I saved a life. All right.
So it's 11 o'clock back of the homestead.
Right, and this Chinese broad started choking, or Filipino. I don't know. She looked like one of those. Whatever. And she starts choking on a piece of steak. Now, the steak there, the ribeye, very good. I think it was a ribeye. But they were a very young couple. And the guy didn't say a thing. The guy did not say a thing. This is the big story in this. Not one word came out of this guy's mouth.
Did he like freeze like deer in a headlight?
Yeah, he froze. He froze like a queer guy in a headlight. Queer in a headlight. No, I'm kidding. He was from Queer Born Messenger. He worked for Queer Abbey. Now, okay, is there a comedian in the house? I'll read the article that appeared in the gossip column, and that's right, the Daily News. Is there a comedian in the house? Comedian Artie Lang, that's right, left. Took his good pal, David Tell. By the way, did they Google me/homeless picture? Tell looks like John Stamos next to me. Unbelievable. Look at me. Look at me. Tell looks like a skin tag I have. Unreal. A lot of my skin tags look like Jew comics. Well, usually not that funny. Okay, the two of us, Lang and David Tell. Lang took his old pal David Tell to birthday dinner. That's when you start to know you're getting older. In the gossip column, Lang took his old pal. It's like Henny Youngman and Jackie Gleason talking to each other. Comedian Artie Lang took his old pal, a good pal, whatever, for a birthday dinner at the old homestead. Oh wait, it was good pal and old homestead. I'm sorry. I thought it was old pal, good homestead. I apologize to Daily News. We're still young. It was late, and there were two tables in the place. Us and this Asian couple. He put down that I specified Asian couple. Lang said, "All right, can I be a little more racist?" And this woman started to, you might as well just go on. And this gook started to choke.
Gook broad.
That's when I said, "Hey, Dave, you know slopes have narrow gullets."
Oh, jeez.
I mean, can you imagine? Come on, man. I said Asian couple. I mean, okay. Can we omit some stuff from the article? They weren't an Asian couple. Only one of them was, there. And they were sitting in the same area as us. I didn't complain. He says Asian couple. Yeah, let's go all the way with the racism. No, you can't do it there. No, do it here. Yeah, of course we know why. Because all those slanty-eyed fucks.
Oh God!
Have sensitive rib cages.
Oh my God!
Yeah. Hey, honey, we're comedians. Yeah, I'm Chiang Kai-sheki. Yeah, we're cool, but not my friend. He's at Tiananmen Square. It's hip to beat Tiananmen Square.
Oh man!
All the offensive shit came out. Hey, we're high. You just look it.
Oh God!
Dan, do it on. Come on. I said, Attell, get her here on a slant.
Oh, Jesus.
Wrong angle. Her husband just sat there like a slope. Slip down.
God.
I mean, he has to put Asian couple in. Jesus. I'm sorry. According to Lang, one of the waiters was a jig. What? That's when this jig waiter came over. What? I mean, Jesus, leave that out. Sure, I said it. My God. That's when the waiter started complaining. Really acting like a tar baby. Then Bill Burrhead.
Oh, jeez.
Jesus.
God, has to put Asian. A lot of groups are gonna protest. A lot of Asian groups. Bill Burrhead. I love it.
That's funny.
I thought of a couple good new nicknames. Chelsea, I need a handler. Anita. That's her middle name. Chelsea, I need a handler. Drunk fucking big slope titties. I'm going to move to Spain. That's bad news for Spain, honey. What an old hag. You suck. Oh, I wish more people listen to this podcast. Chelsea Anita Handler.
Chelsea I.
Chelsea Anita Handler. Oh, yeah, because you do. That's why it's funny. You're going to shit yourself soon. I shit myself because Trump's in office. Do something about it. Don't sit there. At least Ellen's dancing. What else? I'm never going to split the Adam Levine.
Oh, man. That's good.
I like it. Actually, he's kind of smart. Doesn't work. Oh, man. I don't have a lot of water left. There's no water because Dan's not doing his job. I'm kidding. A lot of domestics would have water here. Okay, oh, wait, that's nice. I like ice water. All right. So the gist of it is we saved a life. We saved a life, and I hate Asians. I'm very aware. No. So anyway, the woman, Dave started doing the Heimlich maneuver, and the husband just stood there, didn't do a thing.
Didn't even nothing?
I went over because I saw this on TV. I started hitting the woman on the back, and she's like turning blue. It's go time. She's gonna die. And she's looking at me like I really started to feel I wanted to hug the woman. In all honesty, I was very scared for her because she could not breathe. And I don't know how long it is before brain damage goes in, like 10 seconds, 15 seconds. And actually, the way Dave was behind her, I'm like, Dave, are you a necrophiliac? Because you're about to become one.
Did you pick her up out of the chair?
Yeah. We were out of the chair, and it just looked like he was. It looked like we were in a gangbang, and I was next.
Wow. Oh God.
We looked like we were in a Vietnamese gangbang, and I was next.
And the dude's just sitting there.
Yeah, we look like two guys in Seoul, Korea on leave who went to a gangbang.
Oh man,
we look like Honeycutt, Trapper John and Hawkeye in Seoul, waiting to bang in a gangbang, and I'm next. You go next. And the chick was 5 inches taller than the tail, easily. And I'm hitting her on the back, and
he's kind of got his fist under the rib cage the way you're supposed to.
So I was almost the last thing she saw.
Terrifying.
Yeah, the last thing she saw was almost me going, "Can I have your fries?" Welcome not to heaven. And it's so then finally, Dick Lick McGee, the husband, gets up and just waves us away. Doesn't say a word. I figured this out later. I told
Did he speak English?
I think he did. He was an arrogant doctor. I think we were beneath him.
What? A doctor doesn't have to do the Heimlich.
Okay, you ready? At the end, they're both pulmonary physicians. I swear to God, that's what they were.
That's amazing.
It's in the article because I said it. No, it is. They're really pulmonary physicians.
Wow.
And it okayed with. By the way, in the Homestead not doing anything really. They did not spring into action. And we didn't even get a fucking gift certificate.
A lot of those waiters, are they still 70?
They were young. They renovated.
Wow.
But an African American woman came, who I refer to as a black woman, came back she was certified, but she was very lackadaisical about it. She was like, by the way, I'm certified. I said, okay, so are you telling that because you're writing a book? What, can you do this? So anyway, when he saw a black chick do it, he waved us away. I think that's what happened. It was subtle racism. The black chick was about to do it, and he waved us away. He said, whoa, now it's getting out of hand. So I'm not kidding. That was the timing. Wow. So then he does it then he gets violent with her.
So he did it.
Yeah, but me and Attell were. Okay, this is what it was like. You know when a ketchup bottle is tight and some guy loosens it for you?
Right.
And then you get it?
Yeah, you pump up. Someone else pumps up the tires.
We got it to here.
You ride the bike home.
Yep.
Yeah.
And he got the ketchup bottle open, which was his wife's esophagus.
So this sounds like it was going on for some time.
It seemed long, but I kept saying, how do we help you? Please, I don't know what to do. And then the guy waved us off, and I actually hit at the same time. I kept hitting her in the back. They said that's what you do. With any Asian woman, whether they're choking or not. That's how you get an Asian woman off you. Oh, man. I called the Asian whore hotline. I
Hit him in the back.
I said, okay, it's the same Heimlich maneuver, and if they won't stop blowing you, it's the same thing. The same thing you do if they won't stop blowing you in Heimlich maneuver. Just hit them on the back of the neck.
Oh man.
By the way, when I have the address of the construction site I'll be working on Monday. What's great about podcasts? Yeah. So the piece of steak came out, a ribeye. Either that or the guy's cock. Chewed up. Chewed up ribeye. It looked like, yeah, it looked like, who's the guy who got his dick cut off?
John Wayne Bobbitt.
Bobbitt.
Yeah.
John Wayne Gacy, what? Yeah, John Wayne going for Bobbitt. Yeah, so that's what we did. It looked like his cock in the paper.
Oh my God.
I said, sweetie, what's with these bite-sized portions? What the fuck?
Did it come flying out?
Yeah, sort of. Yeah, absolutely, projectile, and it hit Juskow in the face, who was still eating. It's the only thing. It's the only thing that made Juskow pause from shoveling in food. Juskow ate as much food as he could without somebody seeing it. So at the end, he could go, "What? I didn't eat that much. Here's $5."
Did he go to the bathroom and the check came? That old trick.
He doesn't have to do that anymore because we know. We know. He just doesn't pay. What the fuck? It's unbelievable. So, I don't know. I mean, so this woman, very educated, very articulate doctor said, "Thank you. You save a life. You guys save my life. You see this guy save my life. I was a choke on a steak. That's when Dave Attell and Artie rang. You Artie rang? You Artie rang. Artie rang save a life. Artie rang is a real lifesaver. Excuse me, Mr. Rang. You are a real lifesaver. Real lifesaver. I really appreciate you.
I like you.
Yeah, I like you. I like Ike. I came over here. My parents came here in the 50s, and they say, I like Ike. I like Ike. That's when they become citizens. They say, you don't have to be camp no more. You come out of camp because you like Ike. If you don't like Ike, you stay in camp. All right? If you don't like Ike, you ringer in camp. Instead, you buy some lingerie and put on for my husband. My husband wants you in lingerie. My husband wants you to say in lingerie, I like Ike. Can you get some I like Ike lingerie? I hear Artie Rang rave your life. Yeah, so we were heroes. And she's actually really, really nice of her to, not even buy us anything. But so then the joke started flying. I said to Attell, next time for your birthday, I'll get you a strip of the Swallows. Oh. And she laughed at that. She did. Because she was just happy to be arrive. I happy to be arrive.
Did they have any idea who you guys were or anything like that? No.
Nope. They were sophisticated people. No idea, because she said, you know, want to hear something funny? She said, we're both doctors. I want to hear something more hilarious. We're comedians. I said, well, that's good news. Good for you. Comedians are at the next table. We've been in a lot of clubs where the Heimlich maneuver thing, when you wait to go on stage, it's usually right there, the Heimlich thing.
Yeah.
And I look at it. Good for you, I look at it. God, thank God your comedian wasn't Larry Flanders. Yeah, Larry Flanders. He's a fictitious character. Oh. Who's that guy, the comedian, Larry? Whatever. Richard Lewis. We so lucky Richard Lewis wasn't there. We call him Lucky Richard Lewis. Yeah, Richard Lewis. No, Heinrich. You know the Heinrich? Heinrich Mueller? No, he Nazi. I like Heinrich. And I tell you, there was video of it. They had video cameras of it. And I said, honey, you know what? For a party, you should do that. You should keep that on a rope.
Rook, I came back from.
Yeah, Rook. Rook, it's on a rope. Oh. Look, it's on a rope. Look at the rope. Look at rope. Rowdy Randers. Artie Rang saved my life. Artie Rang saved my life. Look, it's on a rope. Look, it's on a rope. It's great. So me and Dave, actually, I got this as a gift to him. I still have I still have connections in the business because Attell had to go to Baltimore for a gig, which is the best present ever. You a Baltimore? And I called this in to the paper, and I said, Dave, he doesn't love publicity. I said, turn the page. 7 hours after I called this in, I got in the paper. That's juice, baby.
Nice.
I still had juice. I went right to the gossip column, and they put it in, and the last line of the column says Attell, an American hero, turned 52 on Wednesday. That's pretty good. And again, he's sitting next to me, so he looks good. The picture of J-Lo doesn't help all about him. But you say J-Lo? Richard Lewis. So that's pretty good, man.
That's great.
And again, like I told Anthony, I want David Tell to be my tell in poker. And then we're going to shoot a quick meme or mime or vine. Quick 6-second vine where I'm at the blackjack table. I get a great card and I get blackjack, but I can't show anybody, of course, because I'm bluffing. And Attell looks by and goes, "Blackjack, hit me, dude! Split fours. You had 18. Is that a 3? What's your tell, David Tell? You see me looking, what's your picture art? What's your tell? David Tell.
He just comes by in the background.
He just comes out of nowhere.
Just says something.
I'm on a cruise ship. He just comes out. I'm on a cruise ship. It's like, whoa! Bingo!
Or playing poker. Everyone's like doing the poker face.
I'll stick for the turn. Did you come with David Tell? No. For some reason, he's here.
Shit.
Wait, that means I don't want to look at my river card. That means I'm going to have an ace. Ace? I'm looking at Artie's card. Speaking of 10, look at that chick. What? Just gives away my card. Hello.
You just have to constantly fold.
Yeah, that's what I do. Is that David Tell? Is that David Tell? Fold. Hey, what are you folding for? My tell is David Tell.
It's hilarious.
I'm trying to get him to do this. It's so hard to get Dave to commit to a shoot.
It wouldn't take that long.
Well, I gotta get a fucking choking Chinese broad here. A choking Chinese. You got any choking Chinese?
One from column A.
We've taken saving a woman's life into the most offensive thing ever.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, listen. Well, speaking of these stupid names, I was talking about a blowjob I got from a porn star. And how these porn stars give you blowjobs. They're not like a regular. You know how like certain musicians are technicians. Like Slash said this about Buckethead. He said, yeah, he's a good technician, but he's not like, sort of alluding to the fact that, Slash is a creative guy. He's like a jazz musician. He's like a Charlie Parker. He makes up
Put some soul into it.
Put some soul into it. He improvises, right?
Yeah.
And I said this about this getting a blowjob from this fucking, she's a pro. She's great from this fucking whore. Not whore, I mean. This, chick who has sex for money.
Paid professional.
Yeah, right. Not this whore, chick who has sex for money. Yeah.
On film.
I said exactly. She improvised. And I called her, she's like a jazz musician. She's like Jizzy Gillespie.
That's amazing.
Jizzy Gillespie. The second runner-up was Bloomy Armstrong. She doesn't even know what I'm talking about. What?
That's right.
You improvise when you suck a dick. Forget it. Did you ever hear bebop? No, is that like hip hop? Just shut up. It's $50 to shut up. How much is to shut up and leave? Louis Armstrong.
That's really good. So she had soul. She wasn't like a technician that was just
right.
like,
She had soul.
Just going
she
through
had
the motions.
soul. Absolutely.
Yeah.
But again, Dan, I love Dan. But he writes down what I want to talk about here. Blow me, Armstrong? You know it's wrong, right? That's terrible. Blew me, Armstrong.
I'm sorry,
Like
I missed
Louis. Blew me. Rhymes with Louis.
Yeah, exactly. Dan is getting all shit wrong lately. Making a lot of mistakes. I don't think he's into the show. But, again, he falls for it every time. I'm sorry, Arthur. Nobody cares. What are you feeling sorry for yourself?
I'm not. I'm fine.
No, you're so upset over there. That's why you're like a chick. Look at him. Okay. Dave Attell hits the slopes. That's all he put on there.
It's the slopes.
Well, that's what Dan put here.
Oh, God. Yeah. Sorry.
Wait, Anthony's Tell. What's that mean? Oh, that's right.
Right.
That's right. That's a new one. But did we talk about Obama Tower, right?
Yes.
Yeah. And Ashley Judd Apatow.
Yes.
That's funny.
Dahl and Howard, that feud we'll have alone, pal.
Right.
He thinks Steve Dahl is funnier than Howard Stern. I don't know what the I mean, that'll be an argument. I guess we'll have that argument. But once again, you're not going to come out good on that one.
That'd be a good one for the fans to chime in on.
Well,
I mean,
Dahl doesn't have any fans.
yeah.
What fans are going to call it? No one even knows who he is. Does Logan know who Steve? Does anyone in our audience know who Steve Dahl is? No. Of course they don't.
He asked me the question. I didn't just blurt out one morning.
Yes,
hey,
you did.
No, I didn't.
You
asked
like
me
you
the
blurted out,
question.
I'm gay. You said I'm gay. Again, I'm sorry. We have that on tape. Now, what happened? How did it start?
We were talking about radio, and I said, "What did I think?" I said,
You said what?
You said, who do I think was funnier?" And I said,
Howard or Steve
I
Dahl?
thought Steve was funnier.
Can we show a play a
But
documentary on who Steve Dahl is?
But Howard was an amazing interviewer.
Steve Dahl, for the people, for everyone who doesn't know. How many people you could probably count on one hand know Steve Dahl is in the audience?
You have a lot of listeners in Chicago. So
Okay, Anthony doesn't know, right?
I'm raising my hand.
I don't have
Well,
a lot
I
of
know
listeners.
I know because of Dan.
Right. I don't have a lot of listeners in Chicago.
yeah, you do.
I don't have a lot of listeners, period. Unless they steal it there. Who listens in Chicago?
You have a ton of people to listen in Chicago.
I don't think so. I think they because I'm not from Chicago. Although you are. Hey, did you hear that show with that Jagoff? That fucking Jagoff Lang. He's there with that fruitcake. The guy who likes the gluten-free hot dogs at the Cubbies. The guy who went to Cock Robin ice cream. Did you know that?
Yeah, we did that. I was on for one of those.
Okay, that's another one.
The square ice cream.
Exactly.
But really, it's about the name.
The hip to be square.
I was Carvel, not Cock Robin.
Tiananmen Square ice cream. I know, but you said, but he brought up Cock Robin because a lot of Filato boys like Cock Robin.
Yeah. Dad would say, "Let's go to Cock Robin."
Right.
That was the story as far as I remember it.
So it's in your family, Cock
It was
Robin.
closer than Carvel. Carvel was far.
Oh, is there not always a story? Is there not always a story? Who can turn the world on? Okay, I'll retell this for Anthony. Mary Tyler Moore, of course, died.
Yeah.
And she had diabetes. Or as Nick DiPaolo would say, she looked like she at the time of her death. She looked like B.B. King's foot.
Oh, jeez.
Now who did he say that about? Don Cheadle. Let me tell you something. When we were on Mad TV, we flew to New Orleans to do an episode from Mardi Gras, and we were all in first class. It was so much fun. It was all everybody on Mad TV and John Cryer. I don't know. He was on the Fox show. This is 1996, 21 fucking years ago. So we're throwing things around like little kids, like food fighting. And there was a black chick who was a stewardess who was such a doll. Erica, we're calling her. And she loved me. She was just charmed by me, like my Mexican maid. I always can tell it. And she's a little older. So I convinced her. Think about how different flying is with security. I convinced her to let me get on the microphone and sing a song to her. And this is what I made this up. I swear you could check with John Cryer because all he remembers is this. David Herman, Orlando Jones, Deborah Wilson, everybody saw it. The whole plane heard this. Who can turn the world on with her smile? Who can put up your food tray and do it with such incredible style? You know it's Erica, and she should show it. Your seat's a flotation device, and you should know it. Turbulence around, no need to fear it. With Erica on the job, we won't get near it. We might just make it after all. With Erica, we'll make it after all.
Amazing.
Yeah. Okay. She hugged me, Anthony. I told you I was going to get yelled at, which would happen today. They'd land and throw me off.
Yeah, you'd go off in cuffs.
She hugged me like her, exactly. She hugged me like her grandchild just told her he wasn't going to college. He was going to stay. He was going to stay in college in town and not move away.
Oh, right.
That's what she hugged me like. Oh,
thank God.
It was so touching. I could have fucked her, but there was. I mean, I had to settle for her blowing me. No, she was such a doll. That's how the blacks used to be.
Oh, God.
They used to be happy with that's how they were in first class.
Oh, man.
There were 3 kids who were black in first class on the show. Did I call?
That's a great story.
Oh, it was so great. John Cryer on his fucking high horse was almost too cool for school. Like, okay, guys, amateur hour with celebrities over here, celebrity amateur hour over here. Yeah, well, let us know how it goes for you when you become one, you dick.
Take it easy, Ducky.
Yeah, Ducky. He just had Ducky. That was it.
Yeah.
Now he's worth $1 billion.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, riding on fucking Charlie Sheen's coattails. What was it like riding on a full-blown AIDS coattail? 2.5 Men, followed by Alice. Okay, 600-pound life is getting better and better, and we have to see.
Dude, let's do that again. That was fun.
Okay, the newest one today. Did you DVR the one today?
Yes. I saw it coming up when we were looking at hockey scores.
The big fat mom with the tan guy.
It said supersized edition.
Right.
What the hell the fuck?
Angela, I think her name is. It's an A.
No, the one that aired tonight.
Yeah, I
you got the one there tonight with the big fat mom.
Yeah, we didn't watch the show.
Okay, we're gonna watch a little bit of that. Okay, let's take a break to make sure it's the right
Makes me so uncomfortable.
Yeah, you're gonna love this. We're gonna take a break. I want to make sure it's the big fat mom. Like Jesus. Are we ready? Are we on?
Yes. Now, Anthony, do me a favor. Hit the play on the thing because I want to.
Tell me when you're ready to.
Okay, we are ready.
Hit play.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
We'll have you wait till Artie.
No, go ahead. No, we're good. We're gonna watch 6. Now we're gonna. Well, yeah. Wait a second. We're back with the podcast. Okay, we're gonna do something. We at least Anthony and I and Danny and I call Christmas morning. Christmas morning, 1978 for me. 75 probably. Now, we're going to watch 600-Pound Life, okay? If someone's offended by this, look, call TLC. They fucking put it on television. What am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? These people shovel food in their mouth. And this fat fuck, she started fucking drug dealers when she was like 14. She has 14 kids of every shade of a human skin can be. She has a human skin shard of color. Every shade. Well, here's where she's fucking the white trash dealer.
Yeah, it's like a dulce de leche.
Exactly. It's like Dottie Dippin' Dots. Yeah. And here's Angeli. We don't know who father could be, but and then the fat fuck is like, I told you, Pops, I was dating Romario. I never trusted that fucker. That's who you stopped fucking me for. Oh, Pops, where's my kid? We had to put him out to pasture. Yeah, the kid you had with me, honey. He had 4 ears.
He might be the kid who's blurred out in every family photo. Yo, I think brother.
What about when you ate your brother? There's no proof of that. All we know is it was you and your brother in the room. We would come in the next morning, your brother was gone, and there was an empty jar of mayonnaise.
Just a pile of hair.
Pile of hair, mayonnaise, and blood.
Oh, God.
Which you said was ketchup.
Oh, my God.
And we heard screams. What were the screams? Oh, my sister's eating me. What were the screams? Oh, Daddy and Mommy, your daughter, my sister, is eating me. I didn't hear nothing. We had to blur them out. My actual theory is he got out the window and ran out. Yeah, he had Forrest Gump legs with braces. Let's stop it. Whenever we get into me eating my brother, I get emotional. And I'm an emotional eater. They're all emotional eaters. You're an ocean eater? No. You're an ocean liner? No. I was going to get a job. I got work as a raft taking relief pictures over from Cuba. I've brought El Duque over in 96. How many people can you fit a whole pitching staff on your stomach?
That's kid number 4 and 5.
Right. Kid 4 and 5 is El Duques. And they have attitudes, and not one of them has a goddamn curveball. Why not? You don't want to make your grandpappy any money? Come into Grandpappy's Chamber of Secrets.
Yeah, the dad's a little creepy in this one.
He's very creepy. He's holding all those new babies like new vagina.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, God.
Time to get some strains.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Dude.
Come get the dinner. She eats so much on her fingers. I told you, your dinner's on my fingers. If you don't like it, fuck off. Come and get it. Don't bite my fingers. All our chicken fingers is mommy's fingers. Tonight's what's dinner tonight, Ma? Mayonnaise on an index. Stinky on the pinky.
Oh, God.
Topped with some of Mom's homemade thigh cheese.
Come get some thigh cheese.
Oh, yeah.
You want a thigh cheeseburger? She cries all the time. She's in the shower. I can't, Mom. I'm in the shower.
It's from the very first second.
And here we go. This is it.
Should we do it?
I love when they do a poem in the beginning. Let's hear what the poem is.
Thank you guys for introducing me to the show.
No, listen.
It's become a bit of a habit.
I should get points in this fucking thing.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Let's hear what the
All right.
poem is they make her say.
Guys, start your live
Yes.
podcast simulcast. Here we go.
Go ahead.
When you let your
Okay, here's the poem.
Oops.
Ready?
What happened?
when you let your
The fuck?
life get completely out of control, sometimes the best way to get that control back is to give it up.
All right, so here we go. Ready? Pause it. That's the poem. Sometimes when your life's completely out of control, the best way to get that control back is to let go of it. So they make him read a poem. So I just love, the producer's like, listen, don't improvise on the poem. Just read. What do you mean? I was just don't improvise, Kristen. Kristen Perez, by the way, I guess she took one of the husband's names.
Oh, yeah.
Kristen Perez.
Yeah.
You don't look like a Perez. No. The father looks like Red Skelton.
He sure does.
Kristen Perez. I said first, you know what drug dealer is that guy?
Oh, my God.
She's either a drug dealer or the guy who leads the Reds in RBIs. Is that Kristen Perez Hilton? Okay, so you're unbelievably white, and your name's Kirsten Perez. Yeah, and your third child looks like Carlos Mencia. Let's connect El Dato. You're 612 pounds.
Weighing in.
Wait, okay, but I can't improvise. Not on the poem. Okay, go.
38 years old.
Sometimes when you lose control, you eat a UPS truck. No. Sometimes when you lose control, you also ask Mom to get more cereal. Let's skip the 600-pound line.
Okay.
Let's go right to The ending. The next time we'll do 600 Pound Life. Because quite frankly, it's too much. It's too much. There's too much anger. And I have it. I have the anger because I'm the fat guy. I'm not allowed to have fat anger. You know the anger in me? It's way better. It's way worse than gay anger. It's gay fat anger. I wanted to get into Anthony's Tell. We're writing a book now, of course, in the third book, and Anthony, whenever something goes well, Anthony has this thing he does where I just know it's great. He basically puts his hand on his neck and goes, "That's fucking awesome," and he has this laugh where it's, I know we're good. In Crash and Burn, when we introduced Whore Guide.
Love that joke.
Instead of Tour Guide, Whore Guide. and in this one we're having, well, can we talk about the title? We probably can't, right?
I mean,
we thought of a good idea for the title.
We're gonna, yeah.
But it's one of those things where we might not think it tomorrow.
We like it now.
Yeah,
But it's pretty good.
Yeah, it is good.
I think.
And honestly, we might ask this 600-pound life chick to be in it. We just thought of. I'm going to play Perez.
Oh my god! Dress up like her drug dealer.
How funny it is!
That's amazing.
Her name's Kirsten Perez. I just noticed that.
I didn't even notice that.
Kirsten Perez. She looks like it's off the Mayflower. No, she looks like the Mayflower.
Her dad's eyebrows are like orange. He's like a redhead.
Yeah, he has orange. He has Trump hair eyebrows, and the rest of him is not successful. He has successful eyebrows. His eyebrows look like they could be a billionaire. The rest of him looks homeless in Kentucky. Dude, brilliant pausing, by the way. You're on her nostril.
I know. I know.
Okay, we have to see this. I'm sorry. Okay, yeah. This is 600-Pound Life. This is Kirsten Perez's story. Okay, this is the greatest show of all time. There's a shot of her foot. Where's the camera guy on that? Like, isn't he nervous? It just took her an hour to scrunch to the... Look at those feet!
Oh, God.
Oh, God. Look at those motherfucking feet. Oh, God. And the mother wakes up every day, and, maybe she had a dream, she slept, and she wasn't in this situation. And then she wakes up and she hears, "Mom! I need some towel!"
Get the shower ready for me.
What is it, Perez?
I heard everything about taking a shower.
Why is Perez not in the picture?
She hates everything about taking a shower.
How do you think the shower feels? Can't think of a bigger shower. She doesn't fit in the shower. So it's, oh my God, that is unbelievable.
Oh, God.
She's like, you know what? She's on the toilet right now.
She's getting
right now.
naked.
She's on the toilet.
Full naked.
She has the hair of the redhead on Sex and the City.
Oh, Cynthia Nixon's character?
She looks like, no, actually it's Richard Nixon. Richard Nixon's haircut.
Oh my!
Cynthia Nixon is dating Danny Bonaducci, by the way. I saw that in there. Right? Her boyfriend looks like, or girlfriend, or whatever the fuck it is. Someone who needs a third bathroom in a boat. She's crying now. She's crying into the microphone, which is the shower thing. Look at her. Ah! Look at how thin. What if she tries to lean on one of the things that holds the soap? It's going right down.
Yeah.
Mom, the fucking bench. This is Tony Perez and Johnny Bench. Her last name's Perez. Mom, Johnny Bench.
They should just bring her to like a self-car wash place.
Listen, they should bring her to a cliff and push her off.
Oh my God! They just throw a Snickers over.
Yeah, right. No, she's right. Well, who wouldn't that help? Who wouldn't that help?
I know.
Who loses in that scenario? Well, if someone's in a boat under the cliff, yeah, they lose. Anyone whose water supply comes from the body of water under the cliff, they lose.
I wonder if it costs more to feed her or a horse per month.
No way, no way. Because she, what's it cost to have her die underneath a horse? She just said, "I want to die." Why doesn't God take her? This poor woman, honestly. Why is God? If there's a God, how is she alive? And where's Perez?
Yeah, I know.
How heterosexual is that Perez guy? I mean, he fucked her. Come here, I'm gonna give you a child. You get over here, Perez. You no back and talk, Perez. You fat fuck. Look how fat you are.
I wonder how,
You know how much crack I gotta smoke to fuck you?
Oh God!
I gotta smoke so much fucking
Oh
crack.
my! Look at the sores and the cheese.
Her thighs look like Lou Costello.
Oh God! Ugh. Her foot skin looks like the Shroud of Turin.
Yeah. Right here's the Savior's face.
Yeah, it's gnarly.
I'm trying to get money because my thigh is the Shroud of Turin. Right here's a dog I ate. Here's a picture of me and the first dog I ate. It was a cocker. I like cock after that. Here's me with the worst haircut of all time.
Yeah.
She has a succession of terrible haircuts.
Look at the bangs aren't straight. The
Oh.
V. Her bangs come to a V.
Yeah, I would rather grow up with Robert Crumb's family.
Oh my God.
Yeah, here we go. Clearly, the brother
blurred out, yeah.
wants nothing to do with the
Well, no,
family.
that's another sibling. Every sibling she ate. Your sister's gone too.
There's another dog.
Just a bunch of bad hair. Ah, here's the dad.
So creepy.
The dad looks like someone in a monster movie.
He's talking out of one side of his mouth.
The dad looks like what you expect Saw to look like. Now what you will do is, I've placed inside your brother's stomach is the key to the chains. You must eat through your brother's. I've placed in your brother's skull the keys to the house. You'll find a hose there, and you'll have to hose down the fire. Either that, you'll burn to death. You must eat your son. You must eat your son Perez. I've placed the antidote to the poison you were given inside the esophagus of your mother. You must eat through her neck. She's like, give me a challenge, motherfucker.
Got any ranch?
I got any ranch. You must eat the spine of your father. Inside your third vertebra of your father is the note. That'll get you out of this.
That family portrait is terrifying.
That looks like every dad who killed every family. That guy walked into the barbershop and said, "Give me that one." Oh no, that's not the model picture. That's the 10 most wanted. That's Jeffrey Dahmer.
He does look like that.
He goes to the barber. Give me a Dahmer. Another person. She's eating everyone.
But when I left,
That's another sibling.
Listen, we understand you've eaten 5 siblings.
right before I turned 18,
That's the horror movie. Who's eating the Perez kids?
Who actually ate Gilbert Grape?
Who's eating Gilbert Grape?
She is.
Who's eating Gilbert Grape? Her. Now that's the sequel. We tell you who's eating Gilbert Grape, and who's eating Gilbert Grape too. Kirsten Perez. In Gilbert Grape 2, we answer the question, who's eating Gilbert Grape? Kirsten Perez. Kirsten Perez on her way to Texas ate Gilbert Grape. Who has the ugliest baby haircut ever? Look, the haircut matches the haircut matches the shirt. That's the ugliest people I've ever seen. Go back, pause that.
That's for like some jungle.
That's the ugliest 4 people I've ever seen.
All right.
Oh my God! Look at the babe. Look at her. Babies I've Eaten by Kirsten Perez. This is the first Oprah she's on. Underneath it says, ate her baby. Her name, right there. Pause it. Perfect. That's the album cover.
Oh my God.
That's the album cover. That ugly orange guy goes home to that every day. How come he hasn't picked up an axe? When's the mall he's shooting up coming?
Look at that.
That is the album cover.
That's funny. I'm going to take a picture of this.
This is a punk group called The Ugliest People Alive. The Ugly Bunch.
They're all wearing tablecloth, it looks like.
Here's a story of an ugly family who were bringing up ugly babies too. They were enormous, the Perezes. They did drugs too. Here's a story of an uglier family. Uglier even though the Perez's. They ate a lot of mayonnaise. They were smelly too. Till the one day when this ugly family met the uglier family. And they knew they were going to a brunch. That this enormous group would somehow make a gaggle. That's the way they all became the fat people at lunch. The fat people at lunch. They want more lunch. They want more lunch. It's not bad for off the top of the head.
That was good.
Till the one day when she ate another baby. And the FBI knew it was more than a hunch. That this brunch would somehow would somehow disappear around the people that want more lunch. We had a hunch. They ate some lunch. We had a hunch. Their babies were their lunch. Now the mother said, I'm no sinner, but I have to go because I'm eating dinner. That's when the FBI said at last, we got to get them at breakfast.
Oh, nice.
They've never breaking their fast. Till the one day when she woke up and scrunched to the front of the bed. And her Michelin Man legs look so disgusting. Oh, it's amazing. We got to roll there. Okay, so it's like this. Till the one day when the FBI had a hunch that they had to go arrest them at brunch. But they had left before the FBI got there. They said, we'll get them at lunch. We went to lunch, and that's when we saw a sinner who said, you're going to have to wait till they eat dinner. They took the lunch home when they were at brunch. They ate lunch and brunch at home. We found an orange hair in the eggs.
Oh, man.
And we knew that was Dad at the omelet at the egg station.
God.
We knew that we discovered all their masturbation took place at the carving station. That's when we knew they were the fat nation. And they would need an ablation.
They were an abomination.
They had abomination care. Abomination care.
That's pretty funny.
Oh, it's fucking great.
Who does that cover?
Oh, it's great.
Oh, it's amazing.
Oh, that's great. Oh, yes. Well, I got one. They were all starring in a confederacy of dunces. They were fat, stupid, and loud. Perez even said, fuck this. I'd rather be homeless under the bridge. Oh, that's so fucking amazing. That's when the fat daughter started dating a Puerto Rican drug dealer. His name was Orlando Perez. But that was too much even for him. He said, I'm getting the fuck out of here. So that's great.
How much coke do you think he gave her?
Oh, I know.
In exchange for sexual favors?
Well, not enough. She's thin. Bitch, a bitch usually gets thin by now. That's my theory, man. I get a fat chick who's kind of cute. I get them blow, they get thin. I fuck them. But you stay fat, bitch. What the fuck? You stay fat. You taking them babies. I want the fucking baby. Fuck you. Your dad's weird looking. He looks like Donald Trump. And I gave him a bump. Perez gave a bump to her father who looked like Donald Trump. But he just sat there on a stump. That's great. That's great. They're smart as far as Gump. That's amazing. She dated a black drug dealer And we knew and we called them at the wedding the chimp and the blimp.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, God.
These are racist stories. The chimp and the blimp. That's what Uncle Racist Al called them. Hey, your fat daughter married that colored guy. Down at the Knights of Columbus, we thought of a nickname for her. The chimp and the blimp.
Many happy years together.
Many happy years. I'd like to do a toast to the chimp and the blimp. This is good. You know, I like to say something right to the chimp because it's going to be the last time I ever see him. He's going to go live with Perez. And basically, we have the Rainbow Coa goddamn listen in my living room.
She doesn't eat them.
Yeah, and every once in a while, if I want to get rid of a kid, I put some icing on him.
Oh, man.
Hey, look, little Ramondo has mustard on his head. And look what's next to Ramondo, coleslaw. It's a side of coleslaw next to Ramondo.
He said you need to eat every hour that you're awake.
The doctor told me I have to keep eating. If I'm awake, I have to eat. I have to chew. You still on that chewing diet? The father is disconcerting looking. He's very disconcerting. Imagine waking up and that guy's in a dark house, like, you know, next to her.
Yeah.
And he's that orange bright hair like a beacon coming out at a Massachusetts bay. Is that your dad? You're a goddamn sword fisherman. Oh,
There's a creepy shot of him holding a kid. It's a little weird.
this is the baby right before she got at it.
Oh, God.
He looked chewed. Did you say he looked Jewy? No, chewy. Chewbacca. Look at those three women. What the fuck? That is really like, you know, what a serial killer, like when you see a documentary about Dahmer or somebody, like you know, what's his face? Bill Curtis. That's what his family. At a family portrait, the baby looks a little disturbed.
The baby's like, what did I do to deserve this?
That's when the doctor said, you're giving this baby Ritalin. And it looks like someone's been gnawing at its head as if he wants to eat it. I said babies disappear in that house. From behind the prison walls came a very dark yet chilling message. Eat a cop. You mean kill a cop? No. Eat a cop. From behind the walls came a very dark yet chilling message. Eat a cop. That's when Kirsten Perez stalked Officer Johnson. She was overheard saying at a diner, he looks mighty good. People assumed she meant sexually. She got no ass, as they said.
Did you notice the background in this picture? The laser lights? It's amazing.
Hey, we went down to Sears for the picture.
Totally.
And we said, can we get the Star Wars background? That's what it looks like.
They got matching.
Good observation.
jumble.
We want a Star Wars. Yeah, we want the one with the fighters on it.
That's hilarious.
Can we get the ending of the first Star Wars? Yeah, my mother played Chewbacca on the play. My mother played Chewbacca. See, that's my mother, Chewbacca. And that's me on the left. I was Darth Vader. I was Darth Vader.
Oh, shit. Darth Vader.
I was Darth Vader. That's my twin sister next to me there.
Luke Skywalker.
That's great. Luke Frywalker.
Even better.
Luke, I need fries, Walker. Get your fry walker with that. What happened to your sister? She died of embarrassment.
Oh, Jesus.
I guarantee the Filato boys have a similar picture. This is right before Cock Robin. Below is little Dan Filato with the haircut. You can notice in the picture he's effeminate back then.
Oh, jeez.
And in the back was a mysterious black man named Stan.
JJ.
They had just swum naked. That's when Dan started producing musicals. Because a lot of straight kids produce musicals to get out of class. The Fantastics. The Fantastics. A chorus line. a cocaine line, the kidney distributor. Is that the mom? Like, who are we looking at here?
I don't know.
Who are we looking at here?
It's sad you can't tell which
Is that
Well, but Sam, is that the grandmother?
mother?
Where's the mother? Which one's the mother?
I don't know. The one on the right?
And the kid looks like a Chinese baby.
And she said that she had the kid. She was like
that's the kid.
18.
That
right?
looks like what the Asian broad coughed up the other night. That's when Dave Attell and Artie Lang sprung into action. Dave Attell arrested for necrophilia. I mean, this chick fucked everything, I bet. Anything that had a goddamn nicotine cigarette got fucked.
Yeah.
Anyone had something look like a Philly blunt got a fucking blowy like you never saw before.
She said cocaine was her thing.
Cocaine is my thing.
Hell of a drug.
Yes. I'm the only person who got to be morbidly obese on cocaine. I'm the only person who would do a line of cocaine while eating a cheeseburger.
She was snorting frosting. Wasn't blow.
For the first 4 years I did coke, it wasn't coke.
It was Bisquick.
I was drinking coke.
Yeah, exactly.
I've been doing coke for 4 odd years. They said it's illegal. They sell it right at McDonald's. That's when the orange eyebrowed father had to explain to his retarded daughter, Perez, that no, you're doing it wrong. Here's how you do a line of cocaine. And then he just let her do it off his cock.
Exactly.
You need something smooth like a mirror or daddy's cock. It says it right here in the cocaine handbook, given to me by your boyfriend Perez. It says, when you don't have a mirror, use your father's penis.
And make sure it's straight.
And for it to get straight, as you do with both mirrors, lick it.
Oh, God.
It's time to make daddy's cock a mirror.
Jeez.
I'm gonna make my father's penis a mirror. That's right. You ate my taters. Well, you kids ate my taters. Anybody I catch eating my taters gonna get eaten. I'm gonna eat you. I'm gonna eat you. What? I said I'm gonna eat you. You're going to eat him? That's right, Bill. I'm gonna eat you. That's the last thing a child hears in the Perez household. And it's a disgusting wail of a voice. I want you. And then the last thing he sees is the face of John Candy. Or his mother in a blonde wig. Danny Fatanucci. She looks like with that hair, it's reddish when she's sitting on the shitter.
Yeah.
There's a shot of this woman sitting on the shitter. The toilet, it disappears.
Yeah.
Like it's like drapes lapsing over.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Meat drapes. Like white, like disgusting. Oh my God, that's all the cum. That's a lot. Get it up.
Do you want some water?
Are you all right? Get it up.
You got a water over
Dan,
there?
you okay?
Meat drapes.
That's what it looked like.
Yeah.
Drapes of meat.
Oof. Oof.
Her disgusting Michelin man thighs covered the toilet. The toilet disappears.
It's like the legs go all the way to the floor.
Right. Can they get a bigger shitter?
Yeah, yeah.
You put on the fucking things to do list. Bigger fucking shower enclosure.
Just convert her into the house to a livestock pen. You just hose her down,
Yeah.
shit right there.
Well,
and
that's
deal
like
with
when
it.
the baby in Cincinnati dropped into the gorilla thing.
Oh, man.
Mom, you gotta get out here. Baby fell in here. A baby fell in the shower of Perez. See the fire department. All right. We got to stop. We've already got a purgatory with this.
Yeah.
But there's just no... Listen, TLC puts it on, right? Me and Anthony and Dan, we just look at it. We are Mystery Science Theater, 3,000 pounds. Mystery Science Theater, 620.
Yes.
Mystery Science Theater, 3,000 pounds.
Amazing.
Pounds. The last word is pounds. That's like we were doing black plays like on Broadway because of Hamilton, like Phantom of the Opera, shit like that is hacky. But again, I'll take this one, baby. Rent is late. Rent is late. It's a short play. The play is just a guy comes out and goes, I ain't saying it. We have such a great title. I guess, is there a reason why? Did we say Too Fat to Fish's title before?
Yeah, of course.
We did, right?
Well, and the publisher, I spoke to our editor recently. They would like to know the title by, in like a couple weeks.
Okay.
If we have one. Or
tell
the
them the title is,
month.
When's the next check coming?
Yeah, exactly.
That's the title. Anthony and I, honestly, we don't say this enough. Anthony and I are writing what will hopefully be our third best-selling book.
Yep.
The first one debuted at number 1. The second one debuted at number 12. Both in the top half.
Yep.
And number 1's extraordinary.
It is.
Ask Julie Grau or anybody over there how many number 1s they've had. Not a ton.
Nope.
Not a ton. And certainly the only one that was for guys. Kite Runner.
Kite Runner.
Whatever. But, and I see a lot of people on the road. They're all excited about the book coming out. And that's, look, for a comedian, look, I'll submit this. We're the most successful comedian co-author writer book ever. Right?
Yes.
Is there more? Come on.
Hands down. No, there isn't.
And, you and Tracy Morgan might take the cake. When I read in the paper, I was in rehab when I said that. When I wrote that, and when I read in the paper, I was in Connecticut at Silver Hill when I saw the announcement that you were going to work with Tracy Morgan.
Oh man!
And it said, and I said, you know what? I'm glad Ant's getting all this work he deserves, but I don't know about this one because another way of here's the thing: saying Anthony Bozza is writing a book with Tracy Morgan is another way of saying Anthony Bozza is writing a book about Tracy Morgan.
Exactly.
Ain't no writing with.
No.
And then Tracy Morgan was on Howard to promote it, and he said, "Howard, I'm an author." The only author ever to not realize that it's an author. The only author ever to not know that rule in grammar, where right before a word that starts with a vowel, you say "an," not So he went, "I'm an author." And then his complaint was, well, I know that rule, but author is spelt with a U. Even if that horrible mistake was right. It's a vowel. Making it possibly the worst explanation ever.
Oh, man.
For being stupid. No. Tracy's a great guy, as we all know. But I said, Anthony's got some heavy lifting there.
Yeah.
That's putting a lot of paper in the wood chipper.
He might be the only author who didn't read his book.
Yeah. He's the only author who can't read his book.
Yeah. There's that.
He wrote the book too soon. The book should be,
I know.
I survived the van. Now, did you see the fucking story about Tracy? I hope this ain't true because obviously I love Tracy and I've been friends with him a long time. And, I was so happy he got that money. He was already rich. I was more happier for Artie Fuqua, who's the hardest working fucking comedian in the world. And I watched Artie for years, 20 years out at the Comedy Cellar, breaking a sweat, jumping around on that stage and making, $50 a week. Opens up for Tracy once in Delaware. Bingo. 80 mil. And the biggest winner of all, like I said before, is the guy who owned the closest red Escalade dealership. 4 red Escalades, 4 Armani suits that are red. When I saw Artie for the first time, I cried because he was so alive and is so alive. And if he died, that would have been, But I was always a little suspicious. Like, they look a little too good for this. So I don't know. People are saying they milked it. Walmart is pushing back now.
Oh, really?
They and if they want some of that money back, I got to tell you, I don't know if Fuqua's got it.
How are they pushing back?
What is the assertion, Dan?
The insurance
because
companies,
anything that's negative, Dan puts in front of me.
the insurance companies are saying that they're not going to pay for it.
Right. The insurance company lawyers. That's what they do. The insurance. Why? Because they're flaunting it. They're flaunting it.
Well,
you can't do that.
Right.
Weren't they already awarded the settlement?
Yeah, but
yes,
something's not signed. It sounds like they got a brother for a lawyer.
I was gonna say.
It sounds like Tracy didn't call Mr. Rabinowitz.
Yeah, exactly.
Instead he called my cousin Jackson.
Yeah.
Got that fucking contract.
Yeah.
Fuck the Jews. I'm just a gimme. I'm giving this business to my cousin.
Oh man.
Hey Leroy, it's Tracy. Good news, motherfucker. We's rich.
You won't lose this one.
Yeah. And then guess who the insurance company called? Mr. Rabinowitz.
Oh yeah. Of Rabinowitz. And
Yeah,
Rabinowitz.
exactly. The insurance company didn't say, "Hey Tracy, what's your cousin's number?" Hey, but cousin, listen, where you at? I'm in the Caymans, motherfucker. with my fucking 1/3 share. Get your nigga ass back here, bitch. You alone on this one, Trace. They got Rabinowitz. I hope it's not that.
Man.
But it sounds like it is.
They might really wow.
He's ostracized.
they're investigating.
Hey, Tina. Tina, it's Tracy. You got that lawyer number? Hello? Tina Fey, motherfucker. I work for your ass. Hello? Shit. Miss Liberal. Fuck off. Hey, is this Judah Friedlander? It sounds like, ain't you got a Jew lawyer cousin? Some shit. Hello? I thought you was the world's greatest. You know any world's greatest lawyers?
Can you play one?
Yeah, exactly. Hey, can you change your jeans for 1 second and be my lawyer? Can you get another fucking outfit, motherfucker? I need a lawyer. And we need one for Fuqua, too.
Oh, well, that would suck, huh?
How about if McNair, the other guy, McNair's not even dead? He's hiding. He's needed sympathy. Tell McNair that motherfucker to come out hiding now. Yeah, where is he? He's in the Caymans too.
Is at his auntie's house in Virginia.
Yeah, you at the auntie's? Wait a minute. Can you find my cousin, that motherfucker? He's there too. I'm having lunch with the motherfucker right now. Wait, you having lunch with McNair? You supposed to be dead, bitch. We agreed 5 years and you get $4 million. You already spending that shit. Fucking gas up the plane. We going to Bahrain. Gas up the plane. We going to Bahrain. Because our bank account, they're going to drain. Because I'm feeling insane. My lawyer was as smart as a great fucking dame. It's going to be a better day when I get in touch with Tina Fey. And she going to say, you're not in 30 Rock too, bitch. That's what happens in show business. They all start to forget about you. See, Trace? You think I'm a racist. Bullshit. They're the racist. They're subtle. I love you. I love you. I am a black man. And you know, what about the fat broad down there? She's dating everybody. Why don't you fuck her? She's gonna get some money. You want to follow Perez? That Trace. I love you. Don't fucking fall for this bullshit, Tina Fey, the lawyers. They don't love you. I love you. Dan's a typical liberal. He doesn't give a shit about anybody but himself. And the jokes are terrible. The racist jokes that Dan comes up with are awful. He says ER, not A. I hope my friend Tracy Morgan has the scratch, because that's going to be ugly. I knew Walmart would settle as soon as Alec Baldwin and Tina Fey said, he can't make it tonight. Tracy's too emotionally distraught to come to the 40th goddamn anniversary of the goddamn fucking show he was on for 14 years. Saturday Night Live. Are you kidding me? He couldn't come to the anniversary. What the greatest move ever by a lawyer. The fucking Walmart called the next day and said, Uncle, tell America's sweethearts to stop saying Tracy's emotionally distraught on television. Uncle, what do you want? And they wrote him a check for $100 million. And guess what? Rabinowitz, and Lloyd's of London. No way we're paying. They got to pay up. So Walmart wrote him a check. And the insurance company's going to reimburse Walmart. The insurance company ain't doing it. So Walmart found some flaw like in the thing where if they don't get reimbursed by a certain time, they got to get the money back. There's like some fucking thing that's fucking them. I'm telling you.
Wow.
So I'm telling you right now, I see Artie Foucault all the time. If he's got to sell those Armani suits, Artie, I love him. He's so alive and he's so happy, and he survived what looked like hell. But maybe somebody was bullshitting. I think those suits are custom made.
Can't return them.
It's not like he's going to call Chris Tucker and go, "You need suits." Hey, motherfucker, ain't you got that tour coming up? And who needs red Escalades besides the fire department?
Good point.
There's always a red Escalade where my Escalade used to be. There's by the Comedy Cellar. There's one comedy garage we use, and I always got the Escalade spot. I got I put my Range Rover. I would duke those guys 20, 40. I put them through college. Well, they're kids. Well, they're girlfriends, and always right there in front until Fuqua got back from the Walmart injury. And his red Escalade was always there. Still there. And I have to go. They moved it to where I got to walk like another 8 feet. And why did that happen? Guess what race all the attendants are? Thank you. Italian American. No, a lot of the brothers are like, hey, man, Fuqua, whatever. No, but I was fine with it. But my point is he's spending the money.
Yeah.
What a movie plot. But I tell you what, they just got to cry. Tracy just cry racism. Walmart's being racist. And it sounds like they are. How could you do that? How could you say, I want the money back? That is like, come on.
Yeah.
You fucked up. You know what, Walmart? You fucked up. Be a man. Eat it. If the insurance company don't pay you back, deal with it. What's one weekend's receipts? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even if it was $100 million, what's one weekend's receipts at Walmart? They had to say something.
It's way above that, I'm sure. A worldwide, sure.
Anthony, what do you think?
A ton.
It's the number one corporation in the world.
Yeah. So that's it. So this is right. Actually, you know what? I'm not political. Whatever. Right wing, left wing. This is individually. You got to treat this individually and go. Listen, this is kind of racist. What they fucked. You eat it. You fucked up. You cried out. You signed the check. Deal with it. Insurance company's not saying fuck you. Deal with it.
Even if it's $20 million.
The daughter
Nothing.
The daughter is flying all around the world buying the most precious paintings there are for $300, $400,
what are you
$500
talking
million.
about? Whose daughter?
The Walmart daughter.
Really?
So
what about Fuqua's daughter? Who, by the way, is gorgeous. Artie Fuqua has a beautiful daughter. And she was a rich daughter for a while now. I hope she stays that way. Because I think she likes me. No. She's a doll, too. Doll. And Artie, let me tell you something. All joking aside now, Artie Fuqua had a really tragic thing. His son, his 21-year-old, no, he was 19 at the time, in a pickup basketball game over in Jersey City, his best friend, true story, this is about 3 years ago, his best friend elbowed him. Playing basketball, whatever. Didn't do it on purpose, elbowed him in the head. Kid had like an aneurysm. Fuqua's son.
Really?
Dropped dead on the spot.
No way.
Yeah. I remember I called Artie after it, and I said, it's like... you see people at work, which is like I saw him at work technically, but it's a different kind of work. I laugh with that kid so much, and he's the maybe the single best MC of all time in the history of a club is Artie Fuqua. Maybe the best MC ever. He would make you sound so much better than you are. And we would stand up there. We were going to do the Artie and Artie sitcom, which by the way we almost had a deal. It wrote itself. The last joke we did was he played Lamar Odom. I was Khloe Kardashian for Halloween.
That's awesome.
Do you know how hard that joke killed? I would call him up on stage as he put me, and I would say, by the way, this is our Halloween costume. Khloe Kardashian and Lamar Odom. The place laughed for 14 fucking minutes. And so we had some hard times. And his daughter, he must be a good dad too, because on some level, because the daughter is a doll and she's stunningly beautiful, and that guy knows how to deal with broads. Believe me. And then all of a sudden, this shallow, but this good fortune comes, and he's able to. Well, it is, but I had a deep conversation with him. Still, he misses his kid so much. He's got all these things around him, and he was real emotional about it. Nothing buys that. And his daughter is, quite frankly, the thing, it seems shallow, but it does buy. His daughter, very smart, might not have been able to get into a college, even though she's smart. Now she can. Now she can. Think of that. Remember that commercial, a mind's a terrible thing to waste? Well, that was going to happen. Now it's not. Instead, some rich fucking boob from Long Island's kid gets in every year. Yeah, okay. What's his mind going to mold into? Nothing? Nothing? What, are you going to take over Daddy's business, which is the family gift shop, painting Hummels? This girl's smart. Mold her mind to something. But they don't pay well emceeing at the Comedy Cellar. You know where they do pay well? Opening up for Tracy Morgan in fucking Delaware. That's where they pay well. As long as the Walmart driver who was up for 25 hours in the facility. I really hope that's a bullet. So that I read that. I thumbed it. The story. That's what's happening, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's
the insurance company's trying to fuck them. So how does that happen, though, with law? Does the insurance company... Okay, so how does that fuck over Fuqua and Tracy if they got paid?
It must be like if the damages were sort of health-related and they're not exhibiting...
That's what it was, right?
That's
right?
what it is.
Well, but before, though.
Right.
You mean after the fact? They said, what does that mean? But before the fact, they were exhibiting them. But they recovered too quickly? Is that
Well,
what
they had certain
Maybe.
instances, including like 2 days after the Saturday Night Live reunion, where he was like dancing around down Madison Avenue buying stuff.
Dancing around on Madison Avenue buying stuff. Dan, I mean, what the fuck? What are you writing? What musical are you writing? Dippity-doo-dah, dippity-yay. Oh, my, what a wonderful day. What a racist you are.
No cane,
He
no
was
nothing.
dancing around, no cane. Like, hey, I'm going to tell my peoples to fuck off.
Like Michael Jackson and The Wiz.
This fucker, that Chicago accent, this fucking spook was dancing around.
Oh, Jesus.
He was dancing, he was doing the jig. Dancing up and down, zippity-doo-dah, fucker. Fuck you all night. This is one fucking yam you didn't get over on. Don't fucking tell me. I'm a Chicago Italian.
Oh, man.
You don't get by me. This was one fucking Porsche monkey from... You're not getting over on me, Patty. Listen to Dan. Suppose he was dancing down Madison Avenue. What the fuck are you talking about? How fruity is that? That's what you'd be doing. He was sashaying down Madison. He was skipping along in a little pink dress. What? He did what all of us dream of. He put a pink nightie on, and he was dancing down to Brian McKnight.
Shopping spree at Bloomies.
Yeah. Someone needs a new comforter. Hey, Hermes bag, get in it. I need a Birkin bag because I'm jerking the gherkin. Apparently, he was zippity-doo-dah. Oh, guess what? I'm all right. Got one over on you. Who needs a cane? I went from cane to cocaine.
But wait, is that what they're citing?
Yes,
Like he
they
was
had-
A little less effeminate racist than
They
that.
had about 8 instances where their injuries weren't as bad as they...
About 8 instances. How close are you on? This is exactly the 8th time he's been skipping. Really? Well, so
Wow,
what
they
does
might
that
be
mean?
screwed.
What does that mean? So fuck you. You screwed up after the fact.
yeah, I don't know.
It's in the contract, right?
Right. I
Okay.
don't know how they're going to
That's
get
where Rabbi
the money.
Rabinowitz gets involved.
I don't
Yeah.
know how they're going to get the money back, but they're looking at Tracy's taxes, and that's...
I got a feeling they don't look good.
Yeah, man. They're in crayon.
Yeah. I got a feeling they look like the book. Hey, Howard, I'm an accountant. I hope not, Tracy.
I got a calculator.
If your accountant with our calculator as good as your author with a fountain pen,
It's like, I'm an accountant. 1, 2, 3.
you are fucked. I'm in a 3-alarm father. I'm in a 3-alarmer. What's that? That's a bad fire.
I'm accounting.
A 2-alarmer is what you find in Africa.
Oh, man.
That's the best.
So what, did he not report things? Because that, you know.
Well, we don't know. That's what they're going to check.
Wait, is that a serious question?
Yeah, sorry, man.
Was I supposed to report that improv gig I did at the Merchants Marina Cap?
For $10 million?
Yeah. I did an improv gig. That's unbelievable. This brown fellow was saying, I'm moving.
I hope he has receipts.
Yeah, I mean, they might.
I mean, are any of these questions serious? Tracy, do you have receipts? Where are you going? Canes, don't fail me now.
Oh, man.
I'm an accountant. I'm an accountant. 1, 2, 3. I'm an author. I'm an accountant. I'm an Arab.
Renaissance man.
Okay, then we're gonna have a Renaissance. I'm a broke. I'm a host of improv at the Saturday Night Improv. What is it? I'm a opening for Levy. I'm an opener. Howard, I'm an author, I'm an accountant, and I'm back to being an opener. I'm so glad nobody hears this podcast. All right. Anthony, I love you. Again, great job.
Thanks, man.
We're doing nothing but laughing. The Artie Quitter, Artie Uncensored, whatever the fuck the name of the show is, podcast. Still don't know.
Hey guys, what's up? It's Flip. Artie did an interview with Chaz and AJ on 99.1 PLR, Connecticut's #1 morning show, by the way. He wanted you to hear it, so here it is.
Chaz, AJ, mornings.
Artie Lang is on the show. Good morning, Artie.
Hey!
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 Artie!
What's up, guys?
Hello. How are you still alive?
Well, listen, I like to use the 2 words CrossFit, but,
just throwing them out there. But the problem is, it wouldn't be
that's
true.
a good question.
Yeah.
Italians have this thing. You ever see the movie 29th Street with Anthony LaPaglia and Danny Aiello?
I read the book, yeah.
Yeah. Well, LaPaglia plays an Italian kid. Hardcore Italians have this thing where a kid seems really stupid, but some sort of like uncle that passed away shines a light on him and helps him through life.
Gotcha.
And that's what my uncles think I am, like stupid with a shining light somewhere. From like my Uncle Sonny or something.
What, it's funny because your story arc has been crash and burn, and then rise from the ashes,
like
then
Phoenix.
Crash and burn. And just when we think, oh, this is going to be the show, and he's got it all together, crash and burn again. So
Right.
let me ask you, because you're at Foxwoods tonight, because last week you were supposed to be there. What happened last week?
Well, this is the thing. I have screwed up a lot, and I haven't made gigs, but not a ton. I've been doing stand-up on and off for 30 years. I've probably done, I don't know, 3,000 stand-up shows. I've missed, I'm going to say 4, but I missed them after plugging them on the biggest radio show of all time. so that glared a light on them. So I have a reputation for maybe partying a bit, not doing my sit-ups properly, and I missed a show at Foxwoods once. Now, look,
that was last week, though. What happened?
I did a show in Boston. I did a show in Boston Friday night. Saturday night, I was supposed to be at Foxwoods. I got a tad arrogant, and I booked a helicopter. And at 6 o'clock for an 8 o'clock show, every helicopter company in New York City, you can check the weather, told me no one can get out. We're fogged in. I couldn't see the Empire State Building standing on 38th Street. It's never happened before. People were online when Foxwoods said, He's not coming up. And there was nothing I could do about it. And I know what people are going to think, but this was really not my fault. So what I did was I gave up my home number and my cell number on Twitter, and I apologized to everybody personally.
Nice.
I saw
awesome.
that.
Look at that.
How many people called it, and are they still calling it?
Well, I had to change it eventually. I did it once on Stern. I gave him my home number just to see what would happen, and you'd think people would be more creative. Like truck drivers in Phoenix just went, you know. But these guys were so touching. It's as if, well, you guys know radio fans. If you guys meet out, especially in the morning, it's like they go to work with you. You know, it's a very, very intimate thing. And Howard, you know, this Testament created this thing around the country. And I mean, from Seattle to Miami, I was getting love letters from people who look like me. But you know,
still counts. Still counts.
It was very, very touching. But I got a lot of people the tickets back.
You've mentioned Howard twice. I was going to bring it up, but you've been really negative on him lately.
Yeah, well, it's not him so much as he hired this broad to run the show, and I just hear terrible stories about how she treats people, and like story again. I would have stayed out of it, but stories that were insane, and a couple of people that used to work for him were trying to get in touch with him, and they can't. And they're destitute, you know. And I won't mention any names, but you know, one guy's name rhymes with Schmuttering John. Okay. And no. I mean, look. These guys really were loyal soldiers to him, and what she's doing over there is nuts. The political correctness is not even the half of it. It's how people are getting treated, and that's not the guy that I work for. I work for a very generous, great guy, and I think a guy who's probably the best thinker I've ever known has been brainwashed by a con artist. And I just am speaking out for the guys who don't have a voice. I mean, obviously,
but these guys were paid.
Down,
they were paid when they were working for the show, right?
Okay, so, yeah, about $4 an hour. Yeah,
really.
Listen, you know, again, guys. Everybody, again, with radio, everybody has an opinion because they feel they're part of the family, and they deserve their opinion because the fans are a part of the show just as like anybody else, especially since they started paying for it. It's serious. But this has got stuff people don't know now and probably will eventually, and it's just kind of sad.
I don't know. I just think that everything he's done for you at this point, maybe you should just be thankful. No?
Yeah, I've been thankful a long time, but I left a lot of blood on that floor, man. I did stuff
You did. I mean, you shared parts of your life that
that's true.
People wouldn't, but you were paid well for that, no?
I don't know.
And like you're able to order a helicopter.
I said that a million times. I've said it a million times what he's done for me. But you know, at some point you stop being a sycophant and you go, okay, dude, all right, it goes both ways. He's just a person, you know. And I don't. If someone gets treated like crap, I'm not gonna sit back and let it happen because he's treated me like crap too. Everybody's got their opinion, but you know, look, if you probably would take it a different way. If you would keep kissing his ass the rest of your life, that's fine. That's not how I live.
No, I just think that after everything he's done for your career,
well, read the book.
You're able to order a helicopter.
I've done a ton for him. I've done a ton for him as well. It goes both ways. Well, because he's the host of the show, I can't do him a favor.
The people that are upset with their situation now should be the ones talking about it, not you.
They can't get through to him. They're not allowed to because Marcy Turk won't give him permission to. He need permission to talk to him.
Wow,
really?
Speak.
It's a little embarrassing. Believe me, guys, you sound like stand-up guys. I don't think you'd take what's going on.
No, you know what?
And I'll take the hit. Guys like you are going to be mad at me, but I'm willing to take that hit. I don't care. I got some blood work.
No, I'm not mad. I'm asking questions because that's what I do.
Yep.
You know, I don't.
No, you kind of made a statement. You said you should be happy. That's not a question.
I think you should be thankful.
I am thankful. You don't. If you don't think I've been thankful, you don't know the whole story, man. Very thankful. As thankful as a person could be. Read the dedication in my book, in my first book. Read it. You'll see how thankful I was.
All right. Artie Lang is on. He's at Foxwoods tonight. And you did not order a helicopter for tonight's show?
No, please.
I got one, but it's at 3 o'clock.
Okay. Okay.
Good. And we don't have a forecast of clouds and fog.
Yeah, it's like lightning and thunder.
Everybody's got a one-liner. I promise you, it was an act of God.
Gotcha.
But listen, I didn't mean to be rude here, dude. I apologize.
No. There's no need to apologize. I've always been a big fan of his show. I think he's done a lot for the business, and to make that much,
forget it.
To make that much money off of him, and then I don't know. I feel like if you don't trash him now, you don't sell as many tickets or get talked about as much.
So you've been thinking a lot, very deeply about this. I apologize.
Not really.
You're a
No.
fan. You're a fan.
Look, I got to tell you, I love what you did at the Trump roast. I thought that was brilliant. And then when he came in studio,
yeah. Well, yeah, there's Howard at his most brilliant. I mean, because he probably knew in his head he wanted me to tell that joke,
right?
And he knows what Trump's going to do. I mean, he's like a little kid Trump. I've golfed with him too. It's like dealing with a third grader,
a rich third grader,
right? Yeah, well, absolutely. He was very nice to me, but I golfed with him and Eli Manning after that Trump for a charity thing. And by the end, we were goofing on Eli Manning like we went to high school with him, like we stuffed him in a locker or something. Of course, I look like the idiot. But
now, Trump doesn't party, so were you partying when you're playing golf with him, or he has no time for that?
That's a good question. No, not actually on the golf course. That's a beautiful place.
That's clubhouse, yeah.
I did not fit in there at all.
Gotcha.
But that's kind of what he said to me. Oh, Artie, you're a terrible golfer. And I was able to say stuff to him like, well, I'm not some rich, wuss who got to golf his whole life. I had to go to work for a living.
It's like Caddyshack 3 over here.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're the caddy.
I said every time, before that I had golfed 3 times, and every time by the 4th hole I was drunk, shirtless, and throwing the ball.
Nice. That's the way to play, man.
Artie Lang is on. He's at Foxwoods tonight.
Should go pro.
Eddie Sabb is on the phone. Eddie, did you have a question for Artie?
Yeah, I did. And you know what? Almost a statement, too, just so you kind of understand the whole thing. I've been following Artie since Mad TV. Like, I always felt Mad TV was better than SNL at the time, and loved it. My thing is, I've listened to all the podcasts, all the interviews. Obviously I listened to him when he was on Sirius the whole time. I think that what you miss out on is that Artie always kind of bows to him. But what kind of happened was the whole thing fell apart. And when you listen to Artie talk, and you listen to him talk a lot, it's all from the heart. Like, he's a good paisan. He's like me. Like, it's just a flow. It comes out, and he tells the whole story, but he tells both sides. So I think that, he gives reverence to Howard for what he's done for him, but at the same time, it just sounds like everything's collapsing. There's a big mess over there. I mean, Artie, right or wrong?
No, you're right. I mean, it's stuff in print. I'm not a refined person, is the thing. If I tried to be, I would look stupid. I can't be anything but this. And stuff in print does look crazy. And believe me, you guys have a right to your opinion. I mean, fans of a radio show, especially Howard's, is, they're passionate about it. And I totally get the negative and the positive. But I swear, man, if you listened, I mean, I tell stories about how my father turned me on to the show, and I mean, really, really, and it wasn't kissing ass. It was from the heart. This is like years. I've been off the show 8 years. This stuff started happening about 10 months ago, and until then, it was all the reverence he deserved. I'm actually worried about the guy. There's crazy stuff going on. Like, people are in bad shape, and I can't say the whole story now, but it'll come out eventually. And I just think he's hurting his legacy when you hear everything that went on. Maybe I'm wrong. I've been wrong a lot, but I appreciate what you said, man.
If you listen to Artie a lot, you could tell there's a lot of love there. The thing that always amazed me, because I always look at Artie. I'm a big dude, so and I was in radio my whole life. So, I always used to look at David Wells as like the poster boy for a big fat drunk rocker who was perfect for just one day.
Right.
Like that was my thing. I always looked at him that way, and I figured, well, if that fat guy could be perfect, maybe I could be perfect.
Right.
And then you came along, because it was kind of like, well, you got TV, movies, radio, drugs, booze, gambling, rehab, plural rehab. Yeah, listen, you're the complete package. You've been skinny, you've been fat, and it's like part of me wonders, because you got the guys like Will Sasso who were fat, then skinny, and now, what's her name? McCarthy was fat, then skinny.
Yeah, John Goodman.
John Goodman.
Well,
I'm gonna have to wrap it up.
I got skinny. I didn't get that bullet.
Are you funnier? Are you funnier fat or skinny? Like,
I mean,
does it matter?
When I got the Stern Show, I was thin. I mean, I only got fat as an adult. When I was up till 23, I weighed about $170. I was an all-county third baseman. I was kind of an athlete, but stand up on the road, forget it. It was just horrible living, and I gained some weight. When I got on Mad TV, I wasn't really a big fat guy like Will Sasso. I was kind of like that Belushi look thing.
You changed it off, made it high. Yep.
Yeah, so there's a difference. I don't know. I like to think Stern kind of proves I can be funny anyway because you're not seeing me, you're hearing me.
Right.
And look, it was the best time ever getting on that show. I'm the first one to admit I would not be talking to you guys and playing Foxwoods
That's
8
right.
years later without Stern. But it's just a whole long story.
Hey, I'm in the cheap seats here.
Would you guys want to talk about this if I wasn't being negative about him? It's a story, but I don't want to keep perpetuating it. But it comes up.
Right. You're right. It keeps coming up.
Yep.
My read on that chick is he's close to retirement, and he just wants to come in and do a show at this point.
Yep.
That means cutting some ties with some people that are close to you, and that sucks.
Well, I mean, look, I had a second book out, and I wanted to come on. I didn't even want to plug it. I wanted to come on and thank the guy. And Gary got on the phone and said, "Let me talk to Howard." And I said, "Gary, don't put me through this. I know the way it goes." So he makes the book company squirm for a day, and I said, "Guys, I know what's going to happen." They said, "There's no way he doesn't have you on for this." Gary said, "It just ain't happening, Art." Like with a smug thing, and he hung up. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
The book company called me back and said, "Art, this has never happened before. What did you do to him?" I said, "What?" He goes, "They won't take our money. They won't even let us advertise on the show." In other words, that's a hostile thing. I don't know what the hell I did. And after that, I didn't even mention it. And these other people had issues to where, you know what, if I'm going to go with this, I'm going to go full throttle. If I help you, this is going to come up. He was being hostile to me for a reason I don't know. I mean, obviously, I was a heroin addict falling asleep on a show.
Not a morning person.
Could have been part of it.
Right.
Yeah, but we discussed that. I mean, the way he treated me was like, wow, what the hell happened, man? But look.
Well, I hope you don't feel I
right,
attacked you. I just wanted to tell you what I thought. That's all.
No, dude, and you know what? You're right. You're a fan. You have absolutely. You're a broadcaster. You have a right to your opinion, and I respect it. I do.
Hey, Artie Lang is at Foxwoods tonight. He's arranged it so the helicopter's coming in at 3.
For real this time.
There is no fog.
Yep, we're good.
And